Yo, what is up, you guys? I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is Dre and Jay. And we're here today to talk about the recent episodes of Mandalorian Season 3. So we're going to talk about the last two episodes, which was Episode 7 and Episode 8, also known as Chapter 23, The Spies, and Chapter 24, The Return. So, thoughts on Episode 7. It definitely did make up for Episode 6 and how trash that shit was. I would give it that. But it ain't a 20-episode season. You know, Mandalorian's not a 20-episode season. Like, every episode should be good, especially when you only have 8 episodes. They should all feel important to the story. It was cool seeing the Best Star Stormtroopers, which I remember I talked about that. We were like, oh, it could be those troopers from Rebels that had the Best Star armor. Yeah. And they were dope to see in live action. I actually, I found them tight. The Praetorian Guard, seeing them at the end was cool.
Kind of threw me off a little bit.
Why so?
I thought they were. I thought they came when the new order came. The first order. I thought that's when they were established.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I just think that's kind of like contradicts what they said. But I thought the first order I thought they came with the first order originally. So that'd be another what?
That's not. I mean,
30 years later.
Yeah.
Maybe
technically, the Praetorian Guard were always in Star Wars. They were in Episode 3 as well. Like, they protect the Chancellor.
Not that version though.
Well, yeah, there's been different. Like this ain't even the version from the.
This is the version from like the Force Awakens when they fought against Rey, when Rey and them fought him.
Because there's a completely new version after these ones.
Where?
Huh?
When?
After these ones. I'm saying after these ones. It's not like they're the same guards.
They had the same weapons and everything.
Yes, they do.
But
it's like the same type of guard. Like, they're Praetorian Guards, just like the Praetorian Guards in Episode 3. You know, when Yoda walked in and Yoda just threw
but those guys weren't. I don't know if those are the same thing though, because these guys.
I mean, these are definitely more skilled Praetorian Guards.
We didn't see these till Force Awakens though, and the second Last Jedi.
Yes, but I mean, they never established in Force Awakens that these came on during the Force Awakens.
I think I saw somebody say it was established that it's more like a Force Awakens. They came with the First Order. I don't know though. I'm just saying. But go ahead, keep going.
Technically, this series, it's like the new Empire. I mean,
there's no First Order
that's starting up.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, maybe.
But this is like the Empire. It's like trying to stay alive more.
Like a last, like...
Yeah. But I get you. Go keep going, though. I don't know. I might be wrong, but keep going.
Moff Gideon, bro. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah.
That man brings his A game into everything.
Yeah. You already know what he's going to bring. Yeah. Seeing him again was dope.
I liked his armor. It was cool.
Oh, yeah. His armor was like Darth Maul like.
Yeah, and I can see why he modeled his shit after Darth Maul, because Darth Maul is the only non-Mandalorian to wield the Darksaber and to have control over Mandalore. Yeah. So he's kind of... wants to be in that image of Darth Maul.
No, I thought it looked tight. Since we didn't get the Darth, I know a lot of people wanted Darth Maul's type of Mandalorians. We didn't get those. We got that, so it's that combination. And seeing Moff Gideon with armor on, give him more a fair fight, so we knew it was gonna be like, oh shit, he's more OP now. Also, sells merch, sell more toys.
That is true. Okay, I wouldn't.
But he looked cool. He looked cool though. The black and red looked tight.
I wouldn't mind the Black Series Moff Gideon armor.
This one now, yeah. Nobody. The first one I think people had, but like this one, yeah, it's different.
This one tight.
Seeing them all land on Mandalore was tight. I like seeing that. Seeing everybody come together, so like that's been cool. That was cool.
Introducing a new faction of Mandalorians that were
introduce everybody and
the Night Owls.
The difference in everybody and stuff like that, and all coming together for one common goal of getting Mandalore back. Seeing them all coming out of the ship and just falling out like some Warzone type shit was tight.
And even before that, I thought it was powerful. When Bo-Katan was like, "I'm going to Mandalore. I need people to join me,and like all these Mandalorians stood up and it was cool. It was funny because when you saw the Mandalorians. Bo-Katan's Mandalorians and the Mandalorians that from Din Djarin's clan, and the way they looked at each other when they got off the ship, and you can tell it's like some Game of Thrones ish, with the seeing different houses, and you're just like, oh, what the fuck are these guys? Like these aren't my brothers, you know. So it was funny seeing that.
And when they land, they get there's Mandalorians already there.
Yeah.
And they were already been living there. So that was pretty cool. They got their older armor. I think it was just cool seeing all different kind of armors too. Everyone got different armor. I mean, now it's kind of all wear blue and shit, but like,
you know, even going back to the episode before, which is, I know, but it was cool seeing one. I don't know if you saw a brother in the background that had dreads.
No, I don't remember seeing. I gotta go back.
You didn't see it? Okay, but that would be low key kind of tight, especially if he got the helmet on and his dreads flowing out.
Yeah,
that'd be kind of dope.
But I had Mandalorian that was on Mandalorian. He was black, but
yeah.
Nah, I seen one with dreads be kind of clean. Some dreads hanging out the back, that'd be kind of clean.
Like some Predator shit.
Yeah, that'd be tight. That'd be tight. I can't remember 7 too much. That was last week, but overall, 7 was cool. I thought Grogu in the IG-11. And how you feel about that?
Well, again, they gonna sell some damn toys off that shit. So we are.
It kind of reminded me of old boy from Marvel, my man's. That has the face right here in the stomach.
From Marvel?
Yeah. Cartoons. But he also Zola. The what's his name?
Yeah.
The one when he has like the
Yeah.
Yeah, it reminded me of that a little bit.
I was thinking of Crane from goddamn Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, Crane too. Yeah, Crane another one. Yeah, definitely sell toys. It didn't make sense to me to have IG-11. I think that was just to have IG-11 in the story. It didn't make sense for me Grogu to get in on him because I get Grogu can move and stuff like that, but I feel like his little hoverball thing was more maneuvering. It was easier to maneuver that shit around around. You know what I mean?
Plus, it didn't.
For IG-11 big ass.
It didn't show like if they would have equipped that nigga with some weapons and shit.
Yeah, in the story. Yeah.
All right, Grogu has some weapons he can use, but it was just more of just to walk in, and I'm just like, did he really need that though?
Facts.
You know.
I might just stay in the hoverball thing, little thing, but overall, episode was fire, man. The ending was really good. I can't really. I'm forgetting that one a lot. Sorry, guys. The ending was very good to me too, though, with Jon Favreau and the heavy Mando.
Oh, Paz Vizsla.
Yeah. Take it on. Now I don't get this.
They could
all helped his ass. He already took all the motherfuckers out. They could have stayed back. That motherfucker took all the motherfuckers out.
Well, it's that, but also, you know, when Bo-Katan started cutting the damn door, why didn't you do that from the start? When Mando was over here surrounded and shit, why didn't you decide to cut through the door and help the nigga out? And then, when Paz Vizsla wasted them damn, them stormtroopers in the best armor, and he threw the last one off the damn bridge and shit, and he sees the Praetorian Guard come in, bruh, at that point, I would have said, alright,
jet out of here.
Deuces, jet the fuck out, because there was an opening. It wasn't like it was a closed off area. There was an opening out there. You could just zoom and fly out that bitch. I mean, I don't know why.
He's a warrior, bro. He's a warrior.
Yeah, he took a warrior's death.
But I think my thing was like, damn, he bodied all the motherfuckers about 20 minutes. They could all stay back and took them guys. What that mean? Like they were leaving because they're like, oh, there's too many of them. But low key, shit, like, he put in work. He held all mainly. So
shit, you could have just turned back around and been fine.
But y'all watched episode before me. I didn't watch episode 2. Y'all already told him. I said, y'all told me somebody gonna die. Like, it's Jon Favreau's character. I called it. He tried to throw me off and say it was the armor. I was like, I know it's him because this whole season they show him with an arc. Like from the beginning when we first meet, he's kind of a dick. Even when we see him in Boba Fett, he's kind of a dick.
And they say he's got a son. Ragnar.
Yeah, introduce his son. He's all like, you know, I'm with y'all. I'll do anything for Bo-Katan and Mandalorian Din Djarin because they took care of my son, and even like gives like, this is your space because this is your camp, this is your space. We'll move. So like that, like I kind of knew like they gave him like that.
And like he stood out like when he was like, oh, we need to fight for Din Djarin and Bo-Katan and all this. So yeah, he's
even the last episode he was the one stand up say I'll fight with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like I kind of knew it was coming.
You saw it coming. Yeah. Even going back earlier to the episode, I will give shout out to this because the first scene, low key, Blade Runner vibes. When she's walking through the street, and you know all the lights and shit, Blade Runner, just the trench coat and everything, Blade Runner right there. And it was cool seeing Moff Gideon talk to all these Imperial officers and shit. And there was one that was, I think, in General Hutt's father, because they said Officer Hutz or something.
Okay,
and they brought up Project Necromancer. I think, isn't that the one with Palpatine or whatever? Project Necromancer. It was a project that was major in the sequel trilogy. I know I don't really talking about the sequel trilogy, but it was a project in the sequel trilogy. I think it was the clone with Palpatine or whatever. So that was dope, you know, to tie in, I guess. Even though I don't want anything tying in because I like to forget about the sequel trilogy. But at this point, especially with the recent news at Star Wars Celebration, the sequel trilogy is canon. We are even building stories based on that shit, so we just got to deal with it at this point.
Facts.
But yeah, overall, I thought episode 7 was dope. I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I mean, it definitely... It helped me forget episode 6. I would give it that. So shout out to Rick Famuyiwa and Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, who both wrote that episode as well. So shout out to them for that. Now, moving on to season finale, which we just watched last night. I feel, well, one, because, you know, Paz Vizsla died. Mm-hmm. It would have been nice, especially from an emotional storytelling element, just to show like Ragnar's reaction to his father's death. I thought that could have been added. Would have been a nice touch. Mm-hmm. What else?
To me, that goes in the runtime. I think runtime need to be longer in this episode.
That as well.
But I do feel like 7 and 8 are together. They're split down the middle. I feel like those could go together, like really back to back. But I wish they did. 8 was longer. I wish 8 was longer. Maybe another 20 minutes.
I agree.
15, 20 minutes.
I agree. Because it did feel like it was like, damn, like they reclaimed Mandalore that damn fast.
Well, it's like everything was happening so fast, and like, I enjoyed the episode overall. I just think everything was just like, it just felt like everything was crammed in because, like you said, you could have a moment where the kid can have that moment with his first father. You could have that moment like, oh damn, we gotta do this for him and for our people and stuff like that. You know, you could give him that moment. That'd been great to see. Mm-hmm. So I agree with you on that.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you could have had it. I mean, if you wanted, since y'all all about this damn cuteness in Star Wars, you could have had where, like, Grogu is the one that comforts him and gives him a hug or something. I don't know, some shit like that.
Yeah, facts.
Because, you know, him and Grogu, they didn't like each other in that one episode where they dueled each other, so that's growth from both characters.
Facts.
There you go. I feel like Moff Gideon, now that I think about it, should have probably been introduced a couple episodes sooner. Just, you know, him building on him, the Empire side point of view, showing their control over Mandalore. So you kind of just see like, oh, okay, like this is what Mandalore has been going through under the Empire, under Imperial control.
Yeah, it's been all, yeah.
Yeah, so eventually when you see them take over, or the Rebels reclaim it, or not Rebels, the Mandalorians reclaim it, it's just, it feels more significant.
I agree. But we had these episodes, we had it. You know, Jack Black, and we had Lizzo, and we had episodes where we had a whole hour worth of the doctor going around doing his daily routines. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're right. They could show more of that. I think they also want to keep Moff Gideon more of a surprise, even though we all know who's coming. They want to keep it a surprise. Yeah. But this one goes to either longer episodes or a longer season. You know what I mean? It goes into one of the two, or you just want those fillers.
Because now, like, even with the doctor in episode 3, like, did I really need episode 3 to understand, like, hey, they're doing this cloning shit?
Yeah. Or did you need a whole hour worth, or 40 minutes, or 30 whatever it was, of that? Could you have had that in a segment of the movie, of the show, episode, and then went on something else?
Exactly, yeah. So,
you know what I mean?
Simple things, man. Simple things.
Facts. Sure, or you could replace, I'd rather you just replace that Lizzo episode with Lizzo and Jack Black and put that there, if you want to keep that shit all there.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or something like that. Or give me that, you should give me that in Boba Fett. Instead of giving me those Mando, Luke, Grogu, Luke episodes, give me that episode of Boba Fett to show me what the hell's going on. Or something like that. I don't know. Something like that.
Very true.
Put that shit in somebody else's show. Or do something like that where you add it on. You know what I mean? So, I would just did less time of it. Because I don't think we need to see that much of it. Mm-hmm. But, you know, try to push that cloning thing to get us to understand, like, oh, yeah, all connected and stuff like that. Well, as far as this episode.
Because it's like, you know, we knew that they were going to reclaim Mandalore. I just wish that whole thing would have been a whole season type thing where, like, oh, we're trying to reclaim Mandalore. We're playing this out. You know, like, the last 2 episodes, all right, we're on Mandalore. We're taking it back. We take it back. You know?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm thinking, like, you know, when Star Wars, like, especially during the Clone Wars, when they went to a planet, they were down in that planet for, like, days.
Well, that goes to the point. I don't want to get there. I want to try and get there yet. We can go to that point already then. Well, this season, did it really do anything? Did we gain anything from this season? Or did we just... Was there any story being... Did we get a story being told that we thought we were going to get? You thought you were going to get the story about taking our mail, or did you think
well, because I know what you're getting to. Like, oh, this series should have ended after season 2. And a lot of people think like, this series should have ended after season 2.
I'm not just saying that. I'm saying, from what we saw in the trailer and what we thought we were getting coming into this season, did you end up getting that? Do you feel like you were fulfilled in that way and got that throughout this season?
No.
I agree completely.
Yeah. Because... You know when Avatar, like James Cameron's Avatar, you know when that scene where like Jake and Neytiri, like they fly off and they start going to those different sides of Pandora, and they're recruiting all these different Na'vi to join them in the war. That's some shit I wish I would have saw in the Mandalorian, where like Bo-Katan, Mando, they're going to all these different sections of the galaxy, recruiting Mandalorians to join their fight. Because there were some Mandalorians that I was expecting to see in the season finale that I was disappointed when we never saw, which was Clan Ren, which Sabine is, Ursa Ren is the clan leader. You have Sabine, who's the daughter. I mean, obviously she's with Ahsoka, but she could have been involved. Finn Raw is a character from Rebels that he's a Mandalorian as well. Was a protector of Conquered Dawn. Could have brought him into the fold. So you could have added some shit like that to expand, like, oh, this story, but. You know, we got 38 minutes. I mean, I ain't got time to be able to spend them. I ain't got time to tell all about who these motherfuckers are. We got what we got. And also, some shit was like quick, like it was just quick resolution. Like Mando getting captured. We're over here like, oh no, man, what's Moff Gideon gonna do to Mando? What are they gonna do to Din?
Better not that quick.
Is Din gonna die? First fucking 2-3 minutes, he's saved by Grogu.
Yep.
And it's just like, damn. Well, how did Grogu even get there?
Grogu's Grogu. Because it's Grogu. But yeah, we about to see with him going through, like, basically him and Grogu, like, him having to break R4, whatever the fuck the damn droid name is. Come get the shield. I like that droid. That droid was cool.
That was funny, because that's like a R2-D2 moment. You know, the little droid starts.
With the droid, they also shake his head. I want to go for that motherfucker. Yeah, I like the droid. The droid was cool. So, like, we about him going, like, drop the blast door.
Take him out one by one. Yeah. I actually like that. I mean, it was dope.
It was cool with me too, because we see Mando actually put some hand-to-hand combat to work, and he had no weapons, so he had to put that combat to work.
That shit had me rolling when he when he fought that one trooper, and that's, you know, he tried to grab his gun and he fell back. He was like, damn it. That shit was funny. But yeah, that was good, because I finally got to see Mando putting in some much needed work. Like, I started to remember, oh shit, this is your series.
I feel like this episode was the first time we really got a lot of. I think they really went in with the Mando shit this episode. Like, Din Djarin was really the key factor a lot of this episode, which we haven't seen a lot this season actually. So it was cool to see that, I guess. But overall, I like that scene too. I thought it was dope. And he'll like, come on, open it. He does. Yeah. He'll take his sweet time. Even the humor, like the little mini droids coming in to distract him. It's like, oh, he leaves. And he comes back like 15 more. That's like Star Wars humor that I'm cool with. Because it's like Star Wars comedy humor.
Like, that's classic shit that you would see with R2-D2
Star Wars type
all the time.
Yeah, Star Wars type of humor. So it works for me. So I'm like, okay, cool. And he did what your man should did. He just flew off.
Yeah.
The Moff Gideon
clones. See, I don't know how I feel. But I'll give it one thing. Is that it does tie into why Moff Gideon wanted Grogu in the first season. Because you know,
make the Force Moff Gideons and Force armies.
Yeah, and I get that. But then again, I'm thinking, why are we cloning Moff Gideon? Like, did the Empire really sign off on this shit? Like, you know what? Go ahead, you can clone yourself. You're the perfect specimen. Go ahead. Let's. Or was Moff Gideon secretly doing this without the Empire's?
There's a lot of Moff Gideons.
Yeah, there were. And the crazy thing, because there's a lot of people who think that Moff Gideon's still alive.
Oh, about clones?
Like, because if the one in the previous season, because I noticed Moff Gideon, he didn't have his mustache like in the previous seasons. But when you look at the clones, all the clones don't have mustaches.
Well, because they're fucking fresh out. They have to get like to let that shit grow.
I know, but that's the thing. Why does Moff Gideon, the current Moff Gideon, not have a mustache?
Because he's a new Moff Gideon.
Then what happened to the one before?
Or maybe he shaved his shit off, then got cloned. I don't know.
Because some clones took a while. They were, because the clones weren't they in the last season as well? Like, they showed them in little tubes.
I don't know.
Or maybe it were those Snoats, or I don't know, Palpatines.
I don't know what's up with them damn tubes. I get what you're saying though. I did think the same thing, but I don't know. Maybe my man just got shaved up and then said, "Hey, do the clone now. I look younger." I don't know, but it could be. But they bring Moff Gideon back another time. I don't know.
I do want them to move on if they do.
And Moff Gideon's a dope character. Don't get it twisted. Like you said, you know, Carlos Esposito is dope. Like, but seeing the clone, I was like, okay, I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to get more of that Palpatine, like, for us to understand why they're cloning. Now, the Moff Gideon, why they would clone Moff Gideon, I think he is one of your only leaders, I guess. So I guess it makes sense to have more Moff Gideons.
I mean, shit, if I'm gonna clone anybody, I'm gonna clone some Darth Vaders. Fuck that.
You can't clone Darth Vader.
Give me some Darth Vaders.
Where the fuck his body at?
Yeah,
His body. He's been buried for years.
But fuck yeah, you're right. I forgot how that takes place.
He dead.
Shit, you're right,
there ain't no Jedi.
Yeah.
Of course, he probably said, "Yeah, give him some Vaders.
Yeah,
give some Vaders up
right.
in here."
Shit.
No, I'm saying.
My bad. My mind went.
Who would you? Moff Gideon's like probably the only like the specimen that's perfect for that situation because he basically is a good leader, and also you could put him in different. I can see why Moff Gideon would be the choice. I don't know who else I would think of like that was in still with the Imperials.
Yeah.
The Empire that could actually, you know what I mean?
I don't know, but it's just because I don't think the Empire would be like.
But who's the Empire? That's the question. How big's the Empire now? Is Moff Gideon the leader of the Empire?
Because I don't think they know. I don't think they knew that Moff Gideon was cloning himself. I thought they knew about the cloning research, but I didn't.
But who? Okay, but probably didn't know. But think about who else is in charge. Who's the top head of the Empire at this point? There's no Palpatine. There's no Vader.
There's no Tarkin.
There's no Tarkin. No Thrawn. Who ran the Empire?
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's pretty much Moff Gideon in charge. So it makes sense why Moff Gideon would do it, even if they didn't approve it.
Yeah.
We didn't like his fight with Mando.
Oh, it was cool. I liked it. I mean, Mando started getting bodied.
I might have getting his ass whooped.
Getting his ass whooped, but he didn't have the spear.
The spear wasn't gonna help his ass.
He didn't have no dartsaber.
That wasn't gonna help his ass either. He just got his ass whooped. What about Grogu? I thought Grogu might. Hey, low key, I was like, shit, you killed Grogu.
Oh, when Grogu
right
started back up, I was like,
shit, you killed Grogu right now.
Hey, go ahead.
We can fix a lot of things right now. You killed Grogu right here. You gotta let them
kill two birds.
And Moff Gideon was grabbing his ass back like, hey, bring your ass back over. You gonna suffer and see this shit. Now, if you would have did that, now start. If you would have been that brave and you would have killed Grogu and let Moff and let Din Djarin see it.
I would have gave y'all some props.
Boy, I would have looked back and say, damn, Star Wars. Hey, y'all, you really did that, brother. I got. Hey, damn, y'all really let that happen?
Kathleen must have not been in the room when they filmed.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, we don't got some dark. I ain't never. That's some darkness right. That was like some top 5 darkest moments in Star Wars.
Yeah.
You killed Grogu and let Din Djarin watch it.
Yeah.
But they saved my man.
Yeah. But I will give them props for this because remember how I complained about Grogu and the way he moved. He moved a lot better in this damn episode.
Oh yeah.
And maybe that's because they put all their budget towards these last 2 episodes compared to the rest of the fucking.
You like how he was jumping and moving, running around.
Yeah. I was like,
he was funny as hell.
It's not bad.
Shit, they blasted my.
Yeah, exactly.
They blasted my ass.
Like this shit ain't bad. Why couldn't I see this Grogu move throughout? But not bad.
You know what I think looked better? I don't know, I'm not for sure. But I remember I always told you I said it looks weird because he's so small. The difference what I think with this episode was the shot was close up. And he's on top of something. So like you have he's on top of something. He's jumping. He's not really on the floor jumping at the same height as normal humans. He's above humans and he's also on a platform.
Yeah, but
I think that may look better.
But even towards the end, like when he was walking in the bar, like he was low key like moving.
Yeah,
and I was like, this looks kind of better. I don't know. Maybe
I can feel that.
Also, I didn't say this in the last episode. I'm glad for the last episode. You know when they were flying and they were in that boat. And as you know, you're attacked by that damn monster. I'm glad that shit was so fast that they moved on because I was like, please don't
get stuck.
Yeah, don't give me another big CGI monster for these niggas to fight and in the episode.
We gotta get going.
I just wanted to point that out.
Bo-Katan coming in to help say. Oh no! Before that,
the fight with the
fight in the sky.
Yeah, that was dope.
Hey, I was thinking to myself now, Boba Fett. Why couldn't you have that with Cad Bane? Why couldn't y'all be flying in the sky at first, shooting the blasters, flying off and shit? They ain't give us that though.
Nope.
But it was tight to see them flying. Cause that makes sense, bro. We Mandalorian. We got fucking jetpacks and shit. Why don't we fly in the air shooting motherfuckers like Jango Fett was doing? Mm-hmm. Y'all hate the prequels, but Jango Fett was putting out. Jango Fett was. I mean, besides Mace Windu, he should have been, but his shit was fucked up. But if his shit wasn't fucked up, he would have fly around Mace Windu ass shooting his ass. Like it makes sense to be doing that shit. So I like seeing that was a cool fight, and that's in the air while you got men on the floor. But Bo-Katan coming down.
Yeah, visually it looked dope. I mean, even Bo-Katan when she was in the air and you saw the armor next to her and she pulled out the dartsaber and shit. I was like, this is dope. I was like, okay, I'm with this.
Now, Bo-Katan with the saber looks way better, bro. I'm sorry, it just looks way more.
Yeah, I mean,
it looks way more not nicer. It just looks way more like she knows what the fuck she's doing. It's natural.
Yeah.
Look like she know what the fuck she's doing with it. Unlike Mando.
I mean, too bad the dartsaber's gone, but
no, don't get there. Yeah, let's get to the fight first. We want the fight.
With her and Moff Gideon?
Yeah, Moff Gideon brought his little shit too.
He was like, I'm for real about to be on this bitch. Let's go.
He put in work too, though. He was giving her the business.
Yeah, it was dope. He was dope. I'll give him that.
But that fight was cool. I enjoyed it.
You know,
especially some nice saber, like not lightsabers, but still some nice weaponry combat. Hand to hand combat. That was tight. We haven't seen a lot of that. So go ahead.
I was gonna say real quick, Moff Gideon's suit, low key. I just thought about this. It reminds me of old girl from Sky High.
Oh, the villain?
The villain at the end. Some royal pain type shit.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. I think that.
I gotta look at hers again. but
it was a cool battle.
the fight was fun. It was a fun fight. It was a cool fight. I enjoyed it. Moff Gideon was giving her the works too, though. Mm-hmm. Then the Darksaber got ruined. I was surprised. I didn't know Darksaber could break that easy.
Crushed it. I mean, he crushed the handle, but yeah.
I wonder if they'll be able to fix that.
Probably. I mean, they Luke's lightsaber fucking exploded and split in half, and it was good. Then that's a fucking movie.
When?
The Last Jedi. Remember Rey and Kylo?
You're right.
Trying to get the lightsaber?
She take that bitch up with some good old Star Wars tape and got it right.
And that shit was fun in that movie. So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, it probably.
Darksaber probably will be reforged. I mean, shit, you got the fucking armor.
Well, he even mentioned he said the Darksaber's gone now, or something like that.
Nigga,
but
you got a fucking armor. You telling me?
Yeah. You're right. You're a Mandalorian. You're a Mandalorian.
That shit getting
still.
fixed.
That's why they broke it though.
Hey, and for them figures, that shit getting fixed.
Bring it back for the figs. That shit was tight. The fight was tight. And then the whole like him taking her helmet off. I was like, oh shit, here comes the helmet coming off again. But at least it was him taking it off, not her just taking off the helmet just to have it off. So I was cool with that. Then she says, "That's the thing about Mandalorians. We're never alone." Shit like that. And they all they'll pop out. Mine was like black. Got some blasts now.
Grogu using the Force.
Grogu using the Force. Oh yeah, that's another thing. Grogu uses the Force a lot in this episode. Yeah. Even when Din Djarin was fighting the Royal Guard and shit, and Grogu's like pushing them around and pushing the weapons away, made sense. And I like one thing I also like in this episode in general, but Grogu seems like he's strong with the Force. He's not just getting tired all the time and falling asleep and shit. It's kind of the growth in that character and
the training with Luke. Well, no,
he was doing that shit in Boba Fett. That was a big creature he had to take down.
Fett,
but still, I like to see the growth in the character, and hopefully that is because of the training with Luke that he can be able to do stuff without being all tired. Maybe he just keep getting older too. But yeah, the last fight, I like seeing Moff Gideon them all black. Like, keep blasting Moff Gideon and stuff, and
Moff Gideon be trying to fire. He be trying to shoot Grogu. Mando gets in the way.
Yeah. Everybody like, check her out.
I was like, okay, this some old good ass team.
Loki, Mando need to get one. Bo-Katan, he give that shield.
Hell yeah.
And also, I thought Axel was gonna die.
Oh yeah, when he got in the ship,
that ship was getting blown. Like, hey, forget about that motherfucker, bro.
Because they killed.
I like Axel.
It would have been cool because you killed off Paz Vizsla and him and Paz Vizsla were the two niggas that were fighting each other in the last episode. So it's kind of like, well, damn.
I didn't want Axel to die, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want him to die.
He's like the only like guy Mandalorian that we have like actual like talk
that we can see his face and everything.
Yeah, actually, because exactly. Especially with Jon Favreau's character dying, it's like we don't even know the guys like besides Mando, Din Djarin, but like he's like actually like the only one we have like a face for and everything like that. So it's kind of cool having Axel Wolves, and I think he's a great side character to Bo-Katan, especially going forward. Like even the wrestler chick took a seat back kind of in this series.
Sasha Banks,
yeah. So like I think they kind of give Axel Wolves a little more, but I like Axel. I thought Axel Wolves took a back seat when it came to Mandalorian season 2. Mm-hmm. So I like that. I'm glad he's back. And we all asked him he was for a while, so I'm glad he's back now. But the fire thing come to fire, and it was like Fast and Furious to me. I thought Fast and Furious right away.
Well, I mean, you're over here thinking about another franchise. I'm thinking Star Wars still. I'm thinking Kanan Jarrus when he died in Rebels.
I was thinking Fast and Furious when Dom was he's out by and they put the cars in front of the fire and he survived. I was the same thing, but then I was like, first I thought that was gonna work. I was like, oh, they had Grogu with the Force. Like, oh shit, okay, Grogu do the Force shit. Okay, cool. But it was still tight though.
I immediately thought Kanan from Rebels.
I haven't seen all Rebels. That's why.
Yeah, I was like, this motherfucker Grogu ends up living, but Kanan had to die with the fight when he did that shit.
Grogu OP, bro. But, Grogu's our bread and butter at Disney.
Yeah, he's not dying.
But what else happened? And then we see Moff Gideon died possibly in that. I don't know if he's dead though.
In the fire.
I don't know. He had the armor on too. I don't know, bro.
I mean, if he did die, shit, you got clones. Maybe one of them, maybe one of them clones was able to swim.
Can you bring Moff Gideon back though?
Could you? Yes. Well,
maybe you can bring him back down the line with like.
Would I want them to?
Season 5, maybe for like the Dave Filoni movie.
Yeah, but the Dave Filoni movie, you're going with Thrawn. Like Thrawn is going to be the villain. So I mean, unless Moff Gideon's going to take a complete bat seat.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, but I don't think you should do. I think you should let Moff Gideon
just go out. Yeah.
I was gonna say. So after that, we get the first off, we think about the IG-11 shit. Them bringing back IG-11 as the what's it called now?
The Marshal.
The Marshal.
Well, one, I know why they brought. I mean, you got Taika directing a fucking Star Wars movie that's still planned to release.
Yes.
And
he had to bring back IG-11 from the toys.
And you had to bring back for the toys. But the thing about it is, like, now this because we complain about Grogu in season 2 and him being brought back, this was another heartbreaking moment in season 1 that now you're just redoing.
Yeah.
Like you're bringing back. So it's like, anytime I watch season 1 or season 2 of Mandalorian, I'm going to think about those. Like each time I watch those finales, I'm just going to think to myself, they don't mean that much anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel you. I was like, I guess I knew Coda Pay and stuff like that. I mean, it's cool, but
another figure that will drop.
Sell them toys, merch. But one thing I didn't think was cool was the Mandalorian scene with all in the armory in there. They said like the fire for the armory. Mm-hmm. It's all big and nice and shit. But then you see like the Mandalorian saying, what are they saying? They all screaming out and shit. Axe Wolves and all them.
Was it for Mandalore?
Yeah, for Mandalore, something like that. All like screaming out. I was tight to see like the whole Mandalorians all embracing. United, embracing Bo-Katan's leader. It's like that was dope. And we go under the water.
And then the Mythosaur.
Mythosaur wakes up. That was like a statue. That motherfucker wakes up. I'm like, oh shit, he's coming. I mean, Bo-Katan gonna be riding it.
Yeah, most likely.
But she makes it. I don't want Din Djarin riding that shit.
I mean, she did see it.
She did dream about it.
Yeah.
I like it though. I'm cool with that. Man, Din Djarin don't need everything, bro. I was getting mad about that shit in the earlier season when he was getting every fucking thing that came out. Everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm cool with him. Hey, you got that nice ass ship. He good. What my girl got now? She got her shit blown up.
And she comes from like royal blood, so I guess it
makes sense.
Makes sense. I don't know.
Tight to see that. What else we see?
He adopted Grogu as his own.
Din Grogu.
Din Grogu.
Shit, another name to remember.
See, I don't.
Another name.
I don't know why they didn't go with Grogu Djarin though. Just because like when you see the Mandalorians like accustomed to names, like you have Ursa Wren, Sabine Wren, you have Jango Fett, Boba Fett.
I think about that makes sense.
You know, it's more of like you take on the last name than you do the first
name.
Grogu
Djarin sounds a little better too to me. Din Grogu just sounds kind of weird. Grogu Djarin will be a little bit better than me. Yeah. But I agree. I didn't think about that. Good call. But it was cool seeing that. Like, it was kind of sad seeing Grogu like over there. Oh, like he didn't have no family, and he couldn't be one because he had no family.
Couldn't speak the oath.
Yeah, then Din Djarin takes him on his own and shit. And Grogu's awesome. It was cute. Grogu's a cute character. Like nobody don't hate Grogu. I just get tired of seeing so much of Grogu. That's all it is. Yeah, same here.
Because there was moments like even when he stopped Axe Wolves and from fighting, he was like, no.
Yeah, exactly. Like I like Grogu. You get a lot of Grogu. It's like, damn, bro, you like overselling Grogu.
Yeah.
But that was cool. I was cool with all that. Now he's a prince. I guess he ain't gonna be no Jedi. He didn't want to be a prince of Luke, but he want to be a prince of Din Djarin, his father. I guess that's cool. So that was tight. The ending was kind of weird to me. Not before that. Let me go back before that. Sorry. I like that they're going back to Mando's roots of him being a bounty hunter again. Yep. I forgot all about that shit.
Working for the New Republic.
Not really. Undercover
but you know what I mean.
Like, yeah, exactly. Hang up and I'm taking him back. That's pretty cool because when we first get Mando, it's when we see him as a bounty hunter in the first season. Now we're getting back to that because it seems like we got away from that for a long while. Mm-hmm. So we're getting back to him doing more bounties, going to travel different places, stuff like that. So
yeah.
I kind of knew after the old girl said you need to take your new apprentice and go show him some things.
Yep. So, now we're probably going to get some Din and Grogu missions now as bounty hunters. Well, we'll see. I know they already, Jon Favreau already wrote season 4. He probably needs to go back on the notes.
So we said in season 3. But everybody has said about season 3 and just make some little tweaks in that, I bet.
Oh, so now you want him back. I remember last video you talking about, man, fire this man.
I ain't changed my stance. They said we firing Jon Favreau, then shit, hey, we good. But if they gonna keep Jon Favreau, at least go back to that script and make some changes because season 3 did not do what we needed to do. And that's my other part.
Isn't that what I said though in the video? I said, hey, I don't mind Jon Favreau coming back, but he gotta fix some shit. They gotta fix what the fuck the problem
I'm saying they're gonna keep Jon Favreau. Yeah, they need to definitely fix some shit. But I just feel like, hey, you would have fired her. I've been cool with you firing him too. That's all I'm saying. Mm. And that's because that episode was so damn bad. The last episode was good, but that's the problem, man. Mando's been so up and down every episode. It's like, damn, one episode's good, one episode's bad, one episode's good. I have some consistency, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But the ending, how it ends, kind of weird. When Din Djarin just sitting on that little porch and then
he has his place.
It's like some goddamn comic book it's like a little cartoon, like some damn Looney Tunes shit. It was kind of weird to be like, I was like, this ain't feel like Star Wars. Damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. This felt kind of weird. I was like, ugh. And then the bottom just felt kind of like, ugh. Weird ending. How to end the season.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would have been better if Mando had the old girl from the first season.
Oh yeah.
He visited on that one planet. She just come in, sit on his lap and shit.
Man, living his best life.
Got his kids, got the bitches,
got her kids.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, that as a season, I think this season wasn't that great because of all the up and downs and all the lack of truly trying to get us to where they try to get from point A to point B. I think they did a lot of like turns around, they couldn't get to where they wanted to get to. And I thought from the trailer, we all thought we were getting one thing from what we previously saw with Boba Fett. How that ended, we thought we were getting one thing, and we ended up getting something completely different that wasn't all the way on scale until the last 2 episodes for real, which is a problem, I think. So I think they need to definitely go back into the vault of season 4 with Jon Favreau and the people, and they need to take what we saw from season 3 and how season 3 really didn't hit people like it should have when it came to like people were talking about it, people's thoughts on it, and they need to go back and really try to clean up some of that, and hopefully they can come back with a fire season 4 for like what 2025.
Yep,
I'm guessing.
So yeah, I mean that's another thing is that the fact that this was 2 years, 2 years that was in the making. So eventually, when we got it, you give us this. This season is good. It's not great though, what it should have been, especially with everything that was supposed to be.
There's good episodes. I don't think the season's good. I think there's good episodes in this season. Like there's two really good, really like great episodes, and there's some okay good episodes. There's like some.
Episode 7 was great. I'll give it that. Episode 7 was great. The season finale, good.
Okay.
Episode 5 was good.
Love 5. Okay.
Are great. I'll say episode 5 was great. Then we get to 4. I'm trying to think what was 4.
4 was
4 was the bird with them chasing.
Yeah,
the bird.
That's good.
Good. Third one with the doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Second one, good.
It's okay.
Bo-Katan,
it's okay.
Yeah. First one,
I'll give it good. 2, I'll give it good.
So yeah, I mean it was overall.
But the thing I'm giving, the thing like this though, 2 was good at the time, but did it lead to what we want? Did it lead to anything? That's what I'm saying. My point of episodes was these episodes were good, but it's like, does it lead to? It's still good after you get done with this whole season? Like, does 2 still hold the same weight as it did?
Okay, then
season 1. Does 4 still hold? Does everything still hold the same weight as it did at the beginning of the season? Is what I'm saying. Because like 2 and 1 were cool in the first, like for the first 2 episodes, but we thought we were going to keep escalating.
Yeah.
Or elevating. My bad.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that makes sense.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what I mean by it. But hopefully they come out with season 4, come out with a banger, man. You gotta definitely do some work. And hopefully we can get some more Din Djarin stories.
But the way they did end it, I mean, hey, if it ends...
That's how they always end it. The way season they ended badly.
No, I'm saying the way they ended it, like, you could end it.
Oh, they're not ending that shit.
And it, like... I wouldn't be phased by it.
But they're not ending that shit.
If you go with the season 4, hey...
Yeah, we'll go with season 4. They got Grogu as a damn... Why do they call him Din Grogu? It's like, oh, he's his kid now. It's really his son.
Okay, but what if you end it on season 3... and you don't show Mando or Grogu until Dave Filoni's movie, or in an episode of Ahsoka?
Let me ask you this: what else do you have Star Wars wise that's coming out that you know is going to be a banger, or that you know that's going to get views right away? That you know you ain't got we got people already sold on this.
Well, shit, Ahsoka's getting views, my guy.
Okay, Ahsoka. So I thought somebody else should call it Dave Filoni's girlfriend because you love Ahsoka so much. Okay, Ahsoka's gonna do good, but Ahsoka's only gonna be for like a season. You're pretty much in the Mando treatment. Okay, Ahsoka's gonna be for a season. What else you got to hold you over? It's 12 months in a year. What else is gonna hold us over for Star Wars content?
Well, hopefully by that time you'll have the movies.
Huh? When come out, that Dave Filoni movie come out for like at least 3 years.
Oh no, not that one. I'm saying you'll have Ahsoka. Ahsoka comes out later this year, right?
Okay.
Then you have the Acolyte coming out next year.
Okay.
Which you got praise.
Yeah, which you got praise people like.
You have Ghost Crew.
Andor coming back.
I mean, either way. I mean, look, what they're gonna have, because they're all these projects are already filmed. They're basically almost completed.
Yeah.
So you have them out there. Regardless if they're good or bad, hey, people, this is Star Wars projects for your ass. Eventually, and then it's going to lead to a point where, all right, we ran through them, we got the movies. That could be a failure, though. That's what I'm saying. That could be, like, Mando's the only thing they can rely on that they know. Even people that don't watch Star Wars watch Mando for Grogu and shit.
Right.
So without Mando, you lose people that don't watch Star Wars like that. You lose that fan base. How do you keep them involved? That's where you fail,
and that is why you fail.
Star Wars should be for the Star Wars.
That is why you fail.
Because when you start caring about every other goddamn fan.
Now you can do it the right way. You can do it the right way.
Yeah,
it is about doing the right way. That's but I think Mando's gonna be back for season 4. I don't see it going nowhere. Grogu, Mando, too popular. Too much of Disney Plus's bread and butter when it comes to the streaming service and keeping the streaming service. Mando's gonna be around.
But it's kind of like but then if you have season 4,
if you ain't seen Rebels, let's be honest. If you ain't seen Rebels or Clone Wars, what's your love for Ahsoka besides outside of Mando?
Well, that's the point. You better watch Rebels. You
better watch Rebels. Be honest, a lot of people ain't going back to watch 8 seasons of Clone Wars and 3 or 5 seasons of Rebels. So if you don't watch those shows, you're only knowing of Ahsoka is through Mando.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're trying to. That's what I'm saying.
Well, my thing is because we all complain about how this season you had all these side missions and shit. Season 4 with Mando, that's what it seems like it's going to be. Mando and Grogu going across the galaxy on different missions to help the new.
I'd be cool with that.
Republic. So you're cool, but you're cool with it now.
No, the difference was this. If you tell me he's going back to be a bounty hunter like season 1 type shit, okay, cool. The problem was season 3, they try to tell me, hey, we got all this other stuff we got to do. We got to get Mandalore back, and we doing side shit that don't really do anything.
And he was sidelining
his own show. You're going back to being Mando, being the main man again, his own show, and he's just going around the galaxy helping people and doing something like that. I can go through a whole season like that. It's about what you tell me. What you tell me is what I'm expecting. I expected you to go be saving Mandalorian, all this other kind of shit. You being the man, right. And you weren't the man this season.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, good point.
Now I know Grogu's gonna be a rat, and also the Grogu thing now. Hey, Grogu's his son. He's gonna be a princess of Mandalore. He's gonna be a Mandalorian. It's confirmed. That's what it is. Cool. We know what we're getting from future going forward.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, I'm with that too. That makes sense. But yeah, I mean,
overall, good episode though.
Good episode. I enjoyed it.
Glad closed out. Strong.
But you ain't excused, John. You can't be safe over there at Disney Studios. You got to get your shit right for season 4.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Writer's Room. Dave, be on that shit.
Most definitely.
But,
Dave Filoni, you ain't off the hook either. John Favreau got off the hook. Dave Filoni, you ain't off the hook either.
Yeah, Dave, you already filmed Ahsoka. Your shit releasing. You put your focus on Mandalorian right now.
Ahsoka's going to do good, but I think Ahsoka's got to be a lot of people that are going to have to... I think they're going to have a lot of... Because Dave Filoni's big on having callbacks. And you're going to have a lot of people kind of lost if you ain't never seen Rebels.
Because, majority of Ahsoka is going to be Rebel callbacks.
Exactly what I'm saying. So, let's see how good Ahsoka really does for the...
Well, you better catch up, buddy.
Well, I know kind of what's going on with Rebels. I know the storylines. But let's see how good Ahsoka does with the average consumer who doesn't watch Rebels and all the shows and all that stuff.
That's true.
It's going to be interesting to see.
That's true. That's the whole point of Star Wars. It's like, hey, we're putting all these series for all the fans. So if you're a fan of Ahsoka, you're getting Ahsoka content. You're a fan of Mando, you're getting Mando content. I mean, sadly for the Boba fans, we didn't get a good ass fucking series. But I mean, that's what they were pitching. Like, hey, for the Boba fans, you're getting Boba.
Yeah.
But we didn't get a good Boba. So again, with Dave Filoni doing Ahsoka, I'm pretty sure he's not going to fuck up Ahsoka.
No, I don't think he will. I just wonder how much of that mainstream it's going to get, though. That's my question.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Mando caught in the first 2 seasons.
Facts. But, his battery about to go dead. So, what did you guys think of Mandalorian Season 3, Episodes 7 and 8, Chapter 23 and 24? Did you enjoy both those episodes? What did you think about the finale for sure? Let us know your thoughts. And overall, what did you think about the season? And how does it compare to Seasons 1 and 2 of The Mandalorian? And what would you like to see for Season 4 of The Mandalorian as well? But hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Or hope you guys enjoyed this review. I'm DeAndre.
I'm Javante.
And this is The Way. Dre and Jay. Deuces.
Deuces.